Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Surviving Mars Below and Beyond in New Ulm. We are, of course, in the middle of a dust storm. What else is new? The good news is this might actually be one of the last dust storms we are going to have to contend with, because very soon we're going to hit that 25% mile marker on the temperature, which will let me start digging out some lakes. And with those lakes, we can start increasing the water value, and as the atmosphere temperature and water go up, eventually those dust storms are going to simply have to go away. Good lord, double leakage over here? This is terrible. It sounds like some sort of an awful medical condition. Someone needs to get that looked at, please and thank you. Holy crud. Let's go ahead and get these pipes set up like so. Boom, and fine. Okay. Beyond that, what else do we want to do? Well, I'd like to go ahead and try to open up a couple of additional shifts here for our metals extractor. Make sure we do have a good, strong source of metals coming in, and just having those 4 jobs is more than enough actually to make up for whatever we're using at the moment. I am a little worried we're not going to be getting enough machine parts, because you do need lots and lots of machine parts to build out a meaningful amount of lakes. It's going to be a little while, but oh well. We can also set up another dome spire. I'm thinking a medical center right over here. Reason being, we do have the technology to increase the birth rate, but it has to be at the spire. Usually you'd want to place this in a really large dome to affect as many people as possible. What we can do to maximize the impact here is banish all children, youth, and seniors. Anyone unable to get pregnant is going to be kicked out. That is the new plan. I promise this is not draconian at all. All right, very good. Incoming meteor. Well, it appears to have immediately disappeared somehow, so that's fine. Someone stole fuel. Gosh, I don't even want to think what you guys might do to that fuel. It really does sound absolutely terrible. No more deep metals and stuff down over this way. Let's go ahead and increase the scan, looking for any other deposits we could exploit if I so desire to get the technology, which, as of right now, I don't have, so not worried about it. How are we doing on water? Well, we were doing great until we had, another round of leaks. Gosh dang, I'm so looking forward to being done with this nonsense. I really am. No more dust storms, please and thank you. How are we doing as far as research? We are making pretty solid progress here on the prefab refab. It should only take me a few more days in order to finish this. Then we can go for lake crafting and the lake vaporators. After that, I think we're going to go for some technology that lets me get to the asteroids a little bit faster, because I do plan on extracting as many exotic minerals as possible. And we are going to try to go for the base. Now, in order to make this all happen by the end of this week, because I don't want the series to go on forever, we will be employing some jump cuts going forward whenever we're kind of getting into the boring stuff. Good news is, as you've all seen, we're pretty darn self-sustained right now, so barring anything really horrible happening, we're kind of set. I really don't have a whole lot to worry about, so you're not missing much if I do some jump cuts. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get these upgrades, including the holographic scanner. Then I'm going to take these medics. I'm going to reassign them all to the medical center. I could just get rid of this and remove the jobs, but I'm kind of worried they'll be stupid and go to different places, and I don't want them doing that. So that's your job there. And we're basically just giving you an upgrade. Instead of having this tiny little infirmary, you get to control the only hospital on Mars. All right? Let's go ahead and get rid of this infirmary, because I don't think I need it. At this point, we might as well just go ahead and salvage those resources. So this shouldn't take very long, and we'll have that rejuvenation treatment back up, and boom, we'll be all set and ready to go. Okay. All is looking pretty solid here. Anything else we need to worry about? Let's see. It's going to be just another sol or 2 until we are going to have this temperature taken care of. We're only 2% off, and it gets 1 temperature per sol right now, so 2 sols is all it's going to take. They should be able to fix this leak in no time flat, right? Gosh, you'd like to think that. There we go. They're working on it. This is why I just don't like relying on these guys at all. The question now is, once this dust storm is done in 10 hours or so, are we still going to have a cold wave? And I really wouldn't be surprised if the answer to that question is yes. We probably will. I have no idea how that calculates. Maybe the cold wave is, like, delayed while the dust storm is going on or something. I don't know. We're going to find out. With any luck, this ends, and it turns out we just skipped the cold wave entirely. But I doubt it. You have to get up to 50% temperature to get rid of the cold waves permanently, which will happen over time. I mean, this is why we've got 4 of these greenhouse gas factories going. We could just build more of them and really speed this up, but I'm lazy on that. I don't really feel like it. Okay, dust storm's about to end, and ba-boom. All right, and sure enough, we have a cold wave still. There you go. What do you know? All right, well, good thing I have subsurface heaters. We are now suddenly losing a load of power, but the good news is the solar arrays will be turning on soon enough. And alas and alack, that asteroid that we wanted to go to is indeed now out of range, but we would not literally have been able to get to it until right now anyway. By the way, let's go ahead and turn back on these fuel refineries. I know we have to do some repairs. We got plenty of water. That's not the issue. Gravitational Discovery. Astronomers on Earth predict gravitational waves of 2 merging black holes will reach us soon. Well, that sounds kind of cool. Something straight out of Star Trek. Scientists from Earth are suggesting we collaborate with them in their studies. All right. We could either say, pay us, which I don't need $1 billion, or I could just take 5,000 science. Here's the thing. This $1 billion would turn into 5,000 science spread out over time. Why not just take it right now for free instantly? Boom. That's all I wanted. So that helps me with the prefab refab a little bit more. Let me guess. We're going to be draining a lot of power here. Yep. So that's another 50 power gone there. It's another 10 over here. This one I might actually just leave on. I can accept a little bit of power loss, right? But the carbonate processor during a cold wave is a big no-no. That's not going to work out too well for me. All right, well, the cold wave is going to be fine. I mean, we're making a fair bit of power. We have plenty of water and stuff being generated, so as long as our power needs are taken care of throughout the day before the solar rays go down, I don't think we got a whole lot to worry about. I am definitely concerned about this machine parts factory. All right. How are we doing on the Martian University? We still have a ton of students. My God, it just goes on and on. Only 10 children? I feel like we should have more children than that by now. You guys should be... You know, there was a bug a while ago where births were not working properly. I think they fixed that, but let's just temporarily say that births are allowed regardless. And if this dome is full, well, who cares? Just move the child to a different dome. Problem solved. See, it was so easy. So don't even worry about it. Oh yeah, something I wanted to show off while I'm here in the underground. You know how I've talked about how very important it is to be wary of Mars quakes, especially with some of the modifiers we have in this campaign? Here's a very good example why. This was all cleared a while ago, and look at all the cave-ins. If we had a dome down here, everyone would be very, very dead. So yeah, that's why Mars quakes are dangerous, and that's why you absolutely need to be having those support struts. Am I right? Of course I'm right. Hey, we have some terraforming progress. Liquid water is now very much a thing. That's great. Now, I can't craft any lakes until we finish up with prefab refab, but this isn't going to take much more longer than a day at this point, so pretty soon we can work on this. And yeah, we're going to need a lot of machine parts for that. I am going to make this into a higher priority. Everyone get over here and start working on these dang machine parts, please. There we go. That should solve all my problems. Consumed star. Another star similar to our sun has been swallowed by a black hole. Was it the same one? During this disruption event, half was consumed while the other half was torn apart and flung into space. Was that a thing? Okay. Increase the morale of scientists and make everyone else upset. Okay. I mean, what? Just because this could happen in a star far away shouldn't upset everyone. Oh yeah, it could happen to our solar system. Is there a black hole anywhere nearby? Probably not. So don't worry about it. Increase all colonists' morale. If you were a politician, it'd be fine. Okay, I guess we could just increase all colonist morale a little bit. I mean, do I really care if I make scientists super duper happy? I guess they're just a little bit more effective if we did that, but alright, whatever. It's probably fine. I like how the geysers, by the way, look kind of frozen during the cold wave. I think that's kind of a nice little touch in the game. Thank you for that. Prefab refab tech is done, so this is really cool. Check this out. We can click on something like this fusion reactor, and I could just literally pack it up and just make it into a prefab. So what this means is for almost every building now, even the ones we want to send out into space or the ones we want to send underground, we can just build them out over here in a big construction site and then just pack them all up and send them down the elevator. It's way, way easier. Kind of cool, right? Lake crafting tech is done. All right, let's go to terraforming and see if we can place a few of these down. Some huge lakes. You should pretty much always be building the largest lakes that you can. Because it's going to cost the same amount of machine parts either way. What it does is usually cost you a lot of extra concrete, which is admittedly a little annoying and kind of expensive, but all right, it's probably fine, right? Let's see, uneven terrain. I mean, we could just go ahead and clear a lot of this out. That's the wrong button. Let's go to terraform landscaping over here and just flatten out a pretty significant area, kind of like this, I guess. And the rover exists for a reason, so they can take care of that. Now we have the breakthrough lake vaporators tech, which means these things should automatically fill on their own, and it's not even going to cost me much of anything. What else do we want to do? We would like to have... What would we like, actually? We don't need to worry about micro-G mining operations, I don't think. That's a thing we could do, but meh. Deep asteroids? No, don't care about any of that right now. How about we go ahead and just start researching the expanded cargo modules so our asteroid landers can take on more. We'll also get the low G tunnel supports, and let's just go ahead and get the underground dome. I mean, there are other things that are probably more important, but let's finally make some progress down this dang tree. Oh, we have another one of these recordless asteroid types. Okay, let's go ahead and do a... Do I want to just do a visit? Do I want to do a plans? Do I want to scan it? You know, let's just go ahead and spend this. We haven't spent any electronics on scanning an asteroid yet. We might as well just go ahead and do it now. So now we know for sure what they've got on here. They've got 2 deposits of exotic minerals, 2 deposits of rare metals. So that means if we want to take full advantage of this, we would need to bring along probably at least a couple of those micro extractors. No deposits of polymers, 1 of metals, and there is some water up here as well. Okay, so we could send the Rosetta. First off, let me just double check something. How are we doing as far as, like, time? So we have 27,000 research going into this. This is going to be most of the way done. We should be able to expand the amount of time available on this asteroid by a bit. So it is worth spending some time up there. But here's the thing. With only 3 souls, like, we can't really mine a lot. That's the main problem I've got with this asteroid. It's only useful once this is done, but I don't know if this retroactively adds a lot of extra time on there. I guess for the sake of science, we're going to have to find out, am I right? So let's go ahead and visit. We do want to bring along at least just enough fuel to make this work. We're going to need to bring along at least a few machine parts plus some polymers so I can build my own micro-G auto extractor, plus we'll bring along some metals. And if I can fit it, we could actually bring along enough to build an extra one of these. Yeah, so we can build 2 of these micro-G extractors if we do something like this. Can I also bring along an RC Explorer? The answer is yes, that takes up most of my cargo space, but we could explore some anomalies. While we're there, I'll also bring along a couple more drones, which is not a lot to work with, but oh well. This isn't going to leave a lot of cargo space is the other problem. We're not going to leave ourselves very much cargo space to actually gather up things like the exotic minerals. But we're going to lose some of these resources along the way, right? We probably don't need to bring along this many polymers because we know that there are more on the surface. Yeah, and maybe not this many machine parts. Maybe this actually works okay. All right, let's go ahead and request all of that, and we can send them off to the asteroid. By the way, we have successfully dug a lake. It's right over here, and sure enough, it is filling despite the fact that it's not hooked up to any life support. Huzzah! So it'll take a long time because these lakes have limited use, but we're gonna start getting some water. So terraforming progress. Yay! So let's see. This is actually really unfortunate positioning. Oh, crud. Okay, so there is an anomaly here. There's not much I can do about anything about it because this asteroid is actually split into 2 separate groups. So how I'd be able to join these together, I'm not too sure. Both of the exotic minerals deposits are on this side, so this unfortunately does have to be the priority. The good news is some of the polymers I need are over here. So we will be able to build a lot of the stuff I need. Okay. Could have been a lot nicer, but this is going to have to be all right. Let's go ahead and place you right over here like so. And let's place down a universal depot. And, of course, an exotic minerals depot. And I'm curious if the Auto-G extractor can work on both of these simultaneously, given that, you know, there's actually 2 right on top of each other. Hello, Mr. Rover. You look kind of cool. It's hovering. It doesn't have wheels because we're on a micro-G atmosphere. Like, there's no gravity here. Micro-G atmosphere? That's not even a thing. What am I talking about? Let's go to our production and build one of you right over here. And one of you right over here. Okay. And then, of course, set up at least a couple of these solar arrays. We can just go ahead and do this, and that's fine. And I'll worry about batteries and stuff later. Let's just go ahead and prioritize at least having this thing run pretty much non-stop. So my question then is, can we maybe create a very tiny ramp? I don't think so. I'd be really surprised if we could. Ramp from here? I mean, maybe it will require 129 waste rock to fill this chasm. That's not going to happen. All right, so we're missing out on a bunch of resources over here, and I'm missing out on the fun stuff with the anomaly, but oh well, that's just how it goes. Let's go ahead and start building all this stuff up. And let's remember, when we're ready to leave, we can just simply pack this up as a prefab. So we did just finish researching advanced landing techniques, and sure enough, it did just add about 2 souls onto our time on this asteroid. So I guess it does work retroactively. Excellent. That means I actually have a chance of getting some stuff. Very good. And up over here, we're finally going to go ahead and start exposing some other areas of the underground we've more or less ignored up to this point. An entire branch not far from our elevator. Already found another anomaly. Pretty sure this doesn't do me any good at all, but who knows? Maybe it turns into something kind of useful. Clear out some more of this rubble and stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. Yeah, we can find a little bit more stuff up here. But again, I'll just do that in the jump cuts because, well, it's going to take a little while for that to be any fun for you guys to watch, probably. So how are we doing on some of these exotic minerals? We're up to 3. Good. But, oh, really? This micro-G auto extractor is extracting the rare metals, not the exotic minerals. That's interesting. So let me check something. What if I just break you up into a prefab, like right now, and move you? Could we just do that? Maybe. Hang on, I've got a prefab. So this should, I say should, specifically only work on exotic minerals. And all I gotta do is set up a quick little power cable, like so, costing me very little. And with the prefab tech, this becomes super easy. And now we're getting exotic minerals. All I wasted was an amplify. Hey, I like prefabs. Let's see, in the underground we actually found something new. Device of unknown origin, okay. Could gain some science, gain 40 scientist applicants, my gosh. Or locate a temporary anomaly. So be it, where is it? It's all the way up over here, good lord, it's so far away and it's gonna expire. Oh, golly, gosh, dang. Okay. Abandon your efforts way over here. It's no longer relevant. Get over here, quickly, everybody, over here, all hands on deck. All right, unfortunately, not a lot of time left on this asteroid. I guess we can apparently just go ahead and prefab all of the solar panels. I didn't know that was gonna be a thing. Interesting, never tried that. Prefab power accumulators too? The thing is, I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit this all onto the rocket. I'm kind of expecting we're gonna have to abandon some equipment in favor of taking the exotic minerals. But it's something. Hi, Gimli. Gimli, hello. Can you do me a favor? Gimli, come here. Can you speak? Speak? Speak again? Speak? Oh, you're such a good little boy. Sorry, that would be my little corgi puppy. All right, let's go ahead and prefab this thing up as well. Yes, I know you want to play. We're going to have to worry about that a little bit later, though. So at least with the prefabs, everything actually deconstructs remarkably quickly, which I'm a big fan of that arrangement. Wow. So we're not going to get any more exotic minerals. What is going to be our final haul at the end of the day? We're going to be able to get about 36, maybe 37 if there wasn't a rounding thing I was terrified of these exotic minerals. We can load up our machine parts, our polymers, our rare metals, and certainly all of our drones. And that still leaves me with a fair bit of space left. So yeah, let's just go ahead and load up whatever metals we can, and I guess that's kind of the end of the arrangement. No, wait, no. What am I talking about? Hold on. Forget the metals. Right, prefab buildings, more important. Haha. You and you, okay? And then we could bring along, I guess, a couple of batteries, sure, and one solar panel. Whoop-de-frickin-do, that's amazing. All right, no, I mean, this is still a pretty good haul, and at the end of the day, we get to take a lot of our equipment back with us, which is great. We love that. I do not, however, love the fact that, once again, you can see this 4 out of 5 rare metals. Yeah, we actually don't have enough rare metals. There's like half of a rare metal on here. So I gotta reduce this down by 1. Does that mean I could fit one more solar panel? Answer is yeah. Now let's go ahead and request that. And that should be everything. So I guess at this point we go ahead and return to Mars with all of this requested equipment. Yes? So 36 more of the exotic minerals. Not bad at all. And hey, look, we made it to this anomaly just in time. Okay, that wasn't too bad, it turns out. Awesome, so we have a whole new bunch of tunnels, and I found even more rare metals and water and stuff. We're definitely finding a lot of resources in the underground. It's just a question of how much it's worth bothering to extract it. But I mean, like, it's definitely a bounty. There's plenty you can extract down here if you really want to put in the time. Oh, this is fun, by the way. So, water extractors, when they're done, you can just refab them. That's so convenient. So I can just place these down anywhere. I love that. All right. Let's get back down to the underground and see what happened with that anomaly. So we found 3,000 research as well as 30 machine parts. Okay, well, that lets me finish up deep metal extraction just like that. That's nice. What is this? Another event from our recon center. A super habitable planet. Oh, wow. Well, we could publish the findings and get $5 billion. I mean, this would be pretty exciting. I don't need the money. I'd rather hold off on publishing until we're sure, just in case that leads to a negative event. If it turns out we're still sure, well then, who really cares? We'll publish the results, and we'll be famous! Oh, this is fun. You can even refab your internal buildings here, too. Oh, me likey. So we're starting to have some housing issues, for the most part, as well as some jobs being poorly managed, and this is one of the reasons that I generally prefer to have all of my domes interconnected, because over here we have a fair bit of housing space, but we had no work slots available at the time, or rather we had way too many unemployed people. Now over here we're starting to have some housing crises, and they're not reshifting all of their jobs quite the way that I might have wanted them to, but oh well. I think one thing we will do is go ahead and set up a small basic dome over here. And this is going to become a retirement dome, right? We're just going to get the seniors out of the way, so they're not taking up any more of my job space in the actual main working domes. That's going to be the idea. Hey, sure enough, we did confirm that the planet was super habitable, so I get the money anyway. Nice. I'm sitting on more money than I've ever had at this point. Oh, here's something interesting. So we have an asteroid with metals, rare metals, polymers, water, but also strange readings? Let's do a detailed scan and see what comes out of that. I'm curious. We are going to find... it's going to be here for a good long while. I'm not sure what strange readings they're talking about and if we need to be afraid. Not much in the way of exotic minerals, so it's not like this is a fantastic place to go, but... I mean, it's here for a long while. We could certainly extract all the rare metals and stuff. The only thing I'm concerned about is whether or not it's going to have something on it that destroys my rocket. Because that could very well happen. All right. No, we'll visit this. We'll see if there's anything exciting. Okay, we've arrived. Looks like this is the prime location, so we're going to go ahead and set up right here in the middle. We'll build a ramp if needed later. So what is the special thing that we need to be worried about? I'm expecting a pop-up right about now. We found an anomaly, and, well, hello. There's a rover? What do you mean there's a rover? Hello, rover. Where'd you come from? This is the rover we are looking for. It's Russian. Oh, we've discovered what appears to be a rover from the Russian agency. The rover is incredibly well built overall, but it appears one of its components failed in these harsh environments nonetheless. The rover's memory contains some valuable data, and our engineers reckon we can learn a thing or two by dismantling it. It isn't our property, though, and there might be consequences if we proceed without the owner's permission. Our asteroid, our rover? Not our business, or send the data back to its owners and keep the rest. What can we possibly gain out of this? I'm keeping it! Alright, so wait, did you just... Oh, we got another mystery log. We get another mystery log? Wait a minute, does this mean we just created like another catastrophic event? You know, like the Dredgers? More mysteries. Alright, I think we're gonna really upset the Russians. That's what I'm pretty sure we are doing here. Probably not a very good idea, but you know what? We already defeated the aliens. What am I worried about, really? We're gonna be completely fine. Oh, accusations. All right, so the Russians somehow found out. Who told them? They expect me to hand over 20 years of research? Okay, pay the fine, pay 300 million. That's nothing. Did I even gain anything out of that arrangement, though? Like, what did we actually get? Was it science? I didn't even see what the benefit was from keeping the thing. But all right, fine. I mean, $300 million is nothing to me at this point. Is this what it's like to be rich? I can just do whatever I want with impunity and there's no consequences to worry about? That's great. I like it. Currently dealing with an electrostatic dust storm over here, but so far I'll admit this has been not too much of an issue. It certainly helps when you have a ton of water that is being stored. Did build out another dome over here that we're going to fill out with just some generic jobs and also some more housing. Maybe another electronics factory since we've got loads of rare metals we could start converting. And the seniors area is seeming to fill out fairly nicely right now. I mean, yeah, we've got somebody that's unemployed, and that's probably a bit more than I want, but we'll deal with some of that later. In the meantime, the the temperature of the planet is definitely going up. We have some atmosphere finally coming into play. Soon we'll start losing some atmosphere. and water is getting somewhere, and I'm building the Mohole Mine, which will take care of my metal needs for pretty much the rest of the game. The other thing I want to get is the excavator, which will get me loads of concrete, but we need lots of metal and lots of machine parts to make any of that work. For now, I think this is a good place for us to end this video. Certainly made a lot of progress in this particular run, so I'm hoping we're going to see that happen over the next couple of videos. Maybe we can even finally get the last of these exotic minerals, build up our base, and call it a series. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.